Hi everyone, this is Devins Financial Weekly Stock Analysis Newsletter. Today is November 22nd, 2015. Our newsletter is for your informational purpose only. We're not responsible for your gains and losses. Let's take a look at current market trend and our strategy. US stock market is back to the uptrend, and I currently long the stocks and ETFs. Let's take a look at the indices and their charts. First is the German DAX index. It has closed above 200-day moving average. So it previously was in the downtrend and bounced back up and meet 200-day moving average as a resistance, pulled back a little bit and then went back up. So this is a good sign for the world stock. Nasdaq monthly chart closed above 12 months moving average. Nasdaq weekly chart went back up. Nasdaq daily chart, you can see clearly market pulled back a little bit, but it closed below 200-day moving average, but the very second day it went above 200-day moving average. And this is a day has a high volume. That's a follow through. This is a follow through day. Index went up with a high volume and it back to the uptrend. Mid cap did the same. Mid cap did not perform as well as Nasdaq. Small cap also not perform as good as a large cap. Large cap, SP 500 large cap. Among all the four indices, Nasdaq performed the best. SP 500 is not bad either, so it's close above 200-day moving average already. Gold continued the downtrend. Gold weekly chart downtrend. Gold daily chart continue come down. It may rebound a little bit, but the overall trend is going down. Silver downtrend as well. Gold mining stock ETF came down again. It paused here, but on Friday it came down. US dollar going up. Crude oil downtrend. Crude oil broke down previous support and came down. Energy ETF come down. Shanghai Stock Exchange Index. This is a monthly chart. It's rebounding. Shanghai Stock Exchange weekly chart going up. Daily chart going up. As you can see on the daily chart, clearly you see the trading range and just keep moving up. And it's kind of like a staircase and going up. And the moving average started crossing. The short-term moving average is crossing to be above the long-term moving average. That's a positive sign that when the stock is in the uptrend, that's what it's supposed to be. Short-term moving average need to be above the long-term moving average. And when those moving average crossing, that's another indication the trend has been reversed from previous downtrend to the uptrend. Here's the same. When the uptrend reversed to the downtrend, the short-term moving average cross below the long-term moving average. The yellow line is a 50-day moving average, as you see here. Green line is 10 days, and you can see here those green lines 10 days. So when the moving average cross form a we call some kind of rainbow cross. When they cross like that, and we know the trend has been changed. ASHS, this is an ETF that's tied with the China A-share stock, and I have invested in this one currently. So this is on the uptrend. CNXT is another ETF with a correlated with the China A-share. So it's also in the uptrend. FXI, does not perform as good as the A-share. FXI is ADRs, big Chinese company that is traded in Hong Kong, and they have American ADR, American depository, whatever. So anyhow, this one is not as good as the other two ETFs, but still, this is also tied with the China stock. IBB is U.S. biotech. This is a weekly chart. As you see, looks like it's still in a downtrend, but maybe tuning up. Has a potential to go up. IBB biotech above 50-day moving average. That's another IBB. Same thing. Real estate, U.S. real estate IYR ETF, and it's rebounded last week. Copper just crashed. The commodity price just keeps sliding down. Mortgage bond price and rebounded. The interest rate came down a little bit. However, mortgage bond price may enter the downtrend period. That means interest may go into the uptrend. Semiconductor ETF uptrend and rebounded from a 50-day moving average. Social media ETF, this is very strong. As you can see, it's hitting, it may hit the previous high, so it just keep going up. Solar ETF came to the downtrend. Solar sector is not doing so good. Financial ETF uptrend. My trades, close trades. Well, last week I was all in cash, so I didn't have any close trades this week. Previous week, my current position, I'm long the 3 times Nasdaq, which is TECL ETF, and also 3 times SP500 SPXL. I also long stock Amazon, Baidu, Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, and NOW. It's a software company. So I'm long mostly the big internet companies. Those are the stocks that's doing very well in the current market. I'm watching DHI, which is constructor company, the real estate constructor. Monster Beverage, MNST, and SBNY is a bank, Visa. So those are on my watch list. Let me show you the chart. The stocks I'm holding now, Amazon, as you can see, the trend is pretty strong. And previously I bought it as a gap up and hold it a little bit, but I get shaked out. Now it's another buy opportunity. Let's see the Amazon pull back and hit the pink line, which is 20-day moving average, and then close very high. This candlestick is very good. It hits the moving average but close high and then keep going up. So that's a buy signal when they go like that. And Baidu is also a turnaround story. Previously in a downtrend, and now the moving average crossing the short-term moving average, moving above the long-term moving average. The yellow line is 50-day moving average. Green line is 10-day. Pink is a 20-day, and this blue line is a 30-day moving average. So when I see this pattern, when I saw this pattern previously, I knew Baidu is gonna the trend is gonna turn around to the upside. So I bought it right here, and then I just traded around it. Now I bought it back again, so as it broke above this trading range, I bought it back. Facebook also in a very strong uptrend. As you can see, the volume when it's in the updates and there's a lot of volume, especially this one, it came down, hit $100, which is a previous high, now serving as a support. And then that very day, it closed at a high end, so it formed this kind of candlestick. I'm not sure the name, but when the stock closed high with a high volume, that is a thing. That's a buy signal. So that's a day I bought. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's a Monday. Yeah, I probably bought on Tuesday, very second day. Google did the same. Google had a breakout right here and then keep going up. Right now it's still in the uptrend. LinkedIn breakout from here. This is a gap up breakout, and uptrend. Now this is a service now breakout right here, uptrend. So those are the stocks I'm currently holding, and these are the stocks I'm currently watching. I don't have them, but it's on my watch list. DHI, DR Horton, that's a builder, residential construction. Anyhow, it's making a base here, and 33.16, that's a formal breakout. And in this base, on the updates, volume is high. That's a good sign. Monster Beverage is forming a cap with a handle. $154, that's a breakout pivotal point. SBNY is a banking stock. It's already broke out right here. So right now it's in the uptrend. It's still in the buy range. Visa, look at Visa. Report earning gap down, but very second day it closed that gap and continue go up. That is a strong indication. That means institution buying this stock and push it up. So that's a good sign. Anyhow, my current, sorry, messed up a little bit. This is my current position, and I'm long Amazon, Baidu, Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, and position size is about 12% of the fund I use to long Amazon, 8% for Baidu, Facebook, Google. Those are the percentage. And then ASHS, that's China Asia ETF. I have 13% long this. And now it's a US index, TECL. It's a 3 times NASDAQ. I have 9% long this. Therefore, the contribution to the delta is a 3 times 9%, so 0.27. SPXL is a 3 times SP500 ETF, and I have 3%. So altogether, the delta is 1.12. So that's equivalent of 112% long the market. The reason is more than 100% is because I bought the leverage ETF. Each dollar I put in TECL is equivalent of $3 buying the NASDAQ index. So that's the reason why the total delta is greater. Total delta is greater than 1. So that's equivalent of the using margin. It's the same thing. You buy the leverage ETF or using margin is the same thing. So I'm heavily long this market. And what to do in the current market? Stay long. And for every long position, I always have the stop order. In case the stock or ETF goes down, I will get out. So that's a protection. That's all for this week. See you next week.